Good afternoon. So today we are looking at Lesson 2, C and D. I'm on page 12 and 13. We've gone over some of these in class, but you can use this file to correct your entries before submitting your Lesson 2 grammar, C and D. A and B is in a separate file. So this is C and D. Number 1 for C. Give the construction of each noun and translate. So I'm going to write out the Latin, we'll talk about the construction, and I will fill in the translation of the sentence. Poeta patriam amat. Poeta, we know poet. The short A ending tells me that it's a nominative singular. Nominative we can use as our subject. Patriam, patria, patriae, we get patriotic, means country or homeland. Is our accusative singular ending that we use for direct object. Amat, the verb to love. The T ending tells us it's third person singular, which could be a he, she, or it. In this case, with that nominative singular, it's the verb that goes with our subject. So our translation, the poet loves the country or his country. So in English, we follow the subject, verb, direct object word order. Number 2, literas non portamus. Literas non portamus. Literas, the long AS tells us that it is accusative plural. Accusative, direct object. Non, adverb, meaning not. Portamus, porto, portari. Remember portage, that canoe, means to carry. And the mus tells us that it's first person plural. And the pronoun we use for first person plural is we. We do not carry. Now, to use the not adverb in English, we need to use a helper verb. We can't just say we not carry. That sounds stilted. We do not carry, we are not carrying. What are we not carrying? The letter. Remember, even though it's plural, plural letter means a written letter. Dear Mary, dear John. Number 3. Amicitiam puellae laudant. Amicitiam puellae laudant. Amicitiam, we see that accusative singular ending again that tells us we have a direct object. Puellae could be one of 3 things. It could be a genitive singular. Now, for a noun to be a genitive, remember it possesses, so it has to be next to another noun. In this case, it could be the friendship of the girl. Could also be dative. Now, for it to be dative, it's indirect object. We need a verb of giving, showing, or telling. We're going to have to look at our laudo to determine. Giving, showing, telling? No. Laudos to praise cannot be a dative indirect object. Our other option is nominative plural, in which case it would be our subject. Now, to have a nominative plural subject, we need a third person plural verb. So let's go to the verb and check that out. Laudant, NT, that is in fact third person plural. So now we have to ask ourselves, is puellae genitive singular owning amicitiam, Or is it that nominative plural subject of the verb? Let's try it both ways. So they, because if this is genitive, it can also be the subject. Praise the friendship of the girl. I have they, third person, plural pronoun. Praise my verb. Friendship is that accusative direct object. Girl, genitive possession. What was my other option? Girl is the subject, plural, girls. The girls praise friendship, direct object. Either is possible. How do we decide? If I wanted to be very sure that we understood that it was they praise the friendship of the girl, there's nothing I could do to change it. Puelai's next to Amakitiam. The fact that it's to the right of Amakitiam lends a little towards the argument that it's possession, because if it were nominative, I would put it in the first position. If I really wanted you to know that it was nominative, I would rewrite it perhaps like this. Puelai laudant Amakitiam. And that would remove that genitive as an option, right? Because look at that puelai. There's no noun on either side that it can own. Because I could write a clearer sentence that forced that puelai to be the subject, I think the argument is stronger for that sentence. The reality is that they wrote this sentence so we'd have this discussion. Because normally we'd have a whole paragraph. We would have maybe an entire story of context to tell us. But if we look in the book on the next page, they talk about how word order can emphasize or push a certain translation. So I'd go with they. Either are correct for this exercise. And we are off to number 4. Feminae, amant, silwang. Now, in this example, the book did exactly what I said I would do in number 3 to make it more clear, that feminae had to be the subject of this third person verb, because it cannot own this accusative singular direct object because it doesn't touch it. You don't touch it, it can't own it. As a word, it has to be next to the noun it would possess. So now I have feminae, plural, the women, love or like the forest. Number 5. Galliam laudant. So as you copy it over, check out your endings. Galliam, accusative singular, which we know is a direct object. Laudant, nt, o or m, st, mus, tis, nt. I know it's got to be third person plural. They, because I did not see any nominatives, so I know I can go straight to the pronoun. They praise Gaul. Number 6. Italiam, I didn't spell that right. Italiam, amamos. Italiam, accusative, singular, direct object, Italy. Amamos, we love or like Italy. So we may praise Gaul, but we love Italy. 7. Provinciam, occupatus. Tis, you plural. O-R-M-S-T, mustis, you plural. You plural. Occupo, occupari, take, seize, capture. Provinciam, accusative, singular, direct object of province. You plural. Take or seize or capture the province. Excellent. Off to number 8. I'm already at 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I am hoping that you'll stick around for the end. Okay, number 8. Number 8. Literas paratus. As. Long A-S. This is not O or M-S. That would require a verb. And we don't know a verb that's litero, literare. But we do know litera, literi. So this is accusative plural. It's my direct object. Paratus, paro, parare, means to prepare. Tis, you plural. Y'all prepare the letter. Now remember, it can just be letter because a single letter is the letter A. The letter plural is Dear Mary. So you prepare the letter. If you prepare the letters, I won't mark it wrong because we don't know how to say plural letters any other way yet. Number 9, portat. So I lead with the verb, portat, puella aquam. As I copy over the sentence, I'm looking at my endings. What do I see? I see puella, short A, looks like a nominative singular subject. Do I have a third person singular verb? I do. I have a T, third singular, and aquam, accusative singular direct object. The girl, subject, verb carries, direct object, water. Water doesn't really need an article in front of it. We could say the girl carries the water or the girl carries water. Either's fine. There are some nouns in English that don't carry that a, an, or the article with them. Number 10, silvam spectas. Now, this is what I was talking about. That long AS is from A, AE, AE, AM, AE, arum, is, as, accusative plural, is. This long AS is from the verb specto, spectare, with an ending S for you singular. You singular look at or watch. What are you watching? What's our direct object? Accusative, direct object, forest. You singular look at the forest. We're done C. Off to D. Now, the issue with correcting D is that you needed to do any 3 of them. But how am I going to know which 3 you picked, right? So I'm going to write out, I've done examples in every class. I'm going to write the answers and then maybe talk through a couple. I know I'm already at 15 minutes and I try and stop at that point. So let's get the answers out. We praise the poets. Poets is my direct object, and it's plural. Poetas, we praise. Laudamos. I need that mus for we. Number 2. The woman, femina, et agricola, the farmer. silvam, spectant. Now, nominative singular, third person plural. But I have a compound subject. One nominative, plus a second nominative is a plural. It's plural verb, spectant. 3, the girls, puellae. Direct object, water, aquam. Known, portant, to match my nominative plural subject. The girls carry, no, do not carry water. Number 4, you, singular, seize the province. Provincium, accusative, singular, direct object of province. You, singular, seize. Occupo, occupari, cut off the R-E. You, singular, occupas. Provincium, occupas. Number 5, the poet, poeta. Patrium, amat. The poet, nominative singular. Patrium, accusative singular direct object. Amat, third person singular verb to go with my poeta subject. Number 6. Oh, I can't pause. Oh no. I'm going to hit stop. I'll do the other 5 in a second. Oh, I'll quick. Hurry. Puellae, known, pugnant. The girls do not fight. 7. Femina, the woman. Island, insulam, spectat. 8. Farmer and poet, agricola et poeta, patrium. There's only one native land. There's just 2 people loving it. Love, amant, because it's plural with that compound subject. 9. Poetae. This is one like that praise in the other one. We don't want it to be they praise the friendship of the poet. We want the poet's praise friendship. So I'm going to put the verb in the middle to clarify, and then amicitiam. Accusative singular direct object. Last one, agricola, direct object, puellas, calling, wocat. Excellent. We made it to the end. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop so I don't go on forever. How do I stop?